Hey everybody, Johnny B. Good here. Welcome and greetings from Indianapolis, Indiana. Alright, we're taking the 465 bypass north towards Chicago. Once again, we are continuing our journey to Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. The local time here is 2:19. Temperature is at 37 degrees. We are 312 miles to Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. There's something that I have been daydreaming about. I don't know why. I don't know why I find myself daydreaming about things that I know it will never happen. But maybe that's why they call it daydreaming, right? Alright, here's the daydream. Daydreaming about flying down to Argentina. Go down to the largest capital or city in South America, which is probably Buenos Aires, right? And then go down there, find the nearest Toyota dealer and buy yourself an equivalent to a Toyota Tacoma. Now, first of all, this daydream involves the commander-in-chief. This daydream has been inspired by countless of people that I have seen on YouTube, in the likes of Alex Chacon, Itchy Boots, and many more in the past. So anyway, again, my wife and I would fly down to South America, buy a four-wheel drive pickup truck, and start trekking north do all that, countries over there, exploration. Kind of like what Itchy Boots is doing, but on a four-wheel drive pickup truck. I thought about doing this in actuality, daydreaming about doing this on a motorcycle, but since that's not gonna happen, and it's definitely not gonna happen where I can bring my wife with me. My wife, my commander-in-chief, she falls asleep in the back of the motorcycle 20 miles down the road, even with a good night rest. She just falls asleep when she's riding. So anyway, back to the pickup truck. Do what they've done. All these heroes on the road, on YouTubers, stop at all these deserts and towns and all the sites, and work your way up north and go all the way to Alaska. Once you've done Alaska, then you probably want to do Canada. Back to Alaska. Somehow there's got to be a way to ship that pickup truck from Alaska to Russia. Do all that Russia stuff, all that country, and work your way all the way, what, east? No, west. Work your way all the way west. And of course, you got to go down Africa. All those countries down there. And somehow land back up to England. And once you've done all the Europe stuff, ship your bike to Asia. So yeah, I would imagine Asia. Wait. From Russia? Yeah, go to England, then drive down to Asia, do all the Asian countries. Vietnam, and somehow, some way end up in the Philippines, and then go home. Back to the island. I wonder how long it would take to accomplish all that, I don't know. I'm not crazy about. Again, this is just a dream. This is just a wish. But if I was to really actually do this, I wouldn't want to drive all the way down to Argentina from Sheboygan. Go all the way down there and then start going back up again. For some reason, I don't like coming back to the same way I came in, right? get that feeling of, oh, I've already been here. But I would imagine you can go a different way. But let's face it, most people that do all this worldwide trek, most of them will never go back to the same places they gone. It's almost always a one-way trip, right? Something else that makes me wonder, how come the richest of the rich people don't do this stuff? It seems to me that the people that only do this stuff are either the dirt poor, the barely could afford people, don't really have time, can't afford to go on a vacation that long. Kind of like what I did over there in South Dakota. Man, I tell you, that was what, 4 or 5 days? And I had a rush to go home because I had to go back to work. But I loved every minute of it. But I've almost never heard of people that are the wealthy do this kind of stuff. I don't know, it just seems to me that rich people, they get trapped in their own big mansions, they build these mansions with walls in it, and that becomes their prison. Yeah, they might occasionally go on a private jet to certain countries. You would think that by being rich you'd be free. Another thing that I've been daydreaming about is I wish I had a talk show, kind of like a talk show or interview kind of a TV program where I would interview the richest of the rich people to why they have $14-20 billion in their bank account. What's the point of all that? What's next for people that have billions and billions of dollars? I have so many questions for them. Not in a judgmental way, but the kind of questions that you and I, the poor people of the world, the 99.9% of the world, ask the questions and wish we had what they got. And like debunk the things that we think that would make us happy, that once we get to their level of wealth. You know, most of us think that by accumulating all that money, all that wealth, all our problem would go away. Which most of us would, you know, I think a lot of us know that it's not true, but even though it's not true, why is it that we still want it? Why do we still wish it? For example, one of the questions I would ask on an ex-president of the United States or any country is, how different was it of what it was you thought it would be a president and what it really will, you know, what really is or was? What's the difference between your perception of being a president before you became a president and after the president? For example, like a man like Tom Cruise or Keanu Reeves, they've done movies that are, you know, the best of the best. They've accomplished the impossible. They've gotten more wealth. They could have gotten everything they want. And what's next? What's next after that? What makes them get up in the morning? What motivates them to do anything else? Kind of like a person, can you imagine if you have learned or is all there is to learn? Then what? I think that one of the greatest gifts in our existence is the pursuit of knowledge, the never-ending pursuit of knowledge, the ignorance of certain things. I think I have mentioned this before, but on the TV show Star Trek Voyager, there was one episode where there's a character, a race of people known as the Q. They are all knowing, all powerful, and they've always existed, you know, they've existed for thousands and thousands of years. And the episode depicts that they have been throughout the universe. They visited every nook and cranny around the universe. They visited all these places. They know everything there is to know. And they're utterly bored now. They go to this shack waiting for death that would never come. They've done all that there is to be done. They have answered all the questions. They have asked all the questions that can be answered. Basically, they're almost equal to God without, the holiness of God. Anyway, back to the worldwide trek. Yeah, I don't know. I think that I don't think I would want to do a worldwide trek by myself. I certainly would like my wife to go with me. But then again, if the opportunity ever knocked, I might just do it. Who knows? I would do it on the Honda Africa Twin motorcycle, I guess. That seems to be a worldwide, a world trek motorcycle enduro. And I would definitely haul a motorcycle trailer behind it. If that's even possible or even legal. My question is, like Itchy Boots and all these people that go on a world trek, do they have to, is there a certain procedure that they have to follow for each country, or how do they know what's required to enter that country? I mean, it's totally different from going in by flying into a country. I mean, you get your visa and that's it, right? But how do you bring in your vehicle? Where do you get your licenses, your permits, insurance? As I said, it's just, that's why they call it a daydream. Dreaming of things that will never come. Well, I wouldn't say never, but the probability of it happening is, almost impossible. We never know what God's has planned for us. I know it's impossible for me alone to do it. But with God's help, nothing is impossible. So it's all about His timing, right? All right, I think we have just passed White's Law, Indiana. And we should be coming up to Lebanon, Indiana here pretty soon. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's all I got. Thank you for listening for my rambling, childish daydream. Peace.